Hi everyone, this is Talty and this is the first video I'm doing on a series of basics that I want to cover in these next 30 days. I will be uploading a video daily, so please subscribe and please check them out. If you have any suggestions, let me know. This video is going to be about conditioning your clay. Conditioning your clay is something that is often forgotten and some people don't even pay attention to how important it is. Polymer clay, any brand of polymer clay, it's a mix of PVC, which is a plastic, and a plasticizer. They used to use phthalates previously, but now they substitute them with something, I believe, aliphatic esters, and I hope I'm saying those right because polymer. English is not my first language, so please forgive me if I'm not saying those right. So, the new plasticizers are not as stable with polymer clay as the phthalates, and they tend to move to the surface of the clay, to every surface actually. Even if you lay them in any position, they will move from the center of the clay to the surfaces. And what you want to do is condition them to mix the PVC back with the plasticizers, and it will also make the clay more pliable, more elastic and easier to use. But mixing the plasticizers again will make the polymer clay more durable after baking, otherwise it can become somewhat brittle after the years. And especially if you are selling your work, you want your work to last for many years so that your customers are satisfied. Conditioning changes from brand to brand and it will take longer and be harder in your hands depending on the brand. Sculpey and Primo are extremely easy to condition and I don't have any problems with these. Primo Soft is also very easy to condition. Actually, you can over condition this and make the clay extremely soft and difficult to work with. I find that these brands are very difficult to condition. Craft Smart, which is the brand made by Michaels, it's very hard. Kato Polymer Clay, it's also extremely hard. I actually read that some people give up and just walk it with a mallet to condition it because it takes very long. And Primo Classic 2 is very hard and it will take a long time to condition, but after that it's a pretty good brand. I also have some Sculpey Firm here. This is very difficult to condition at first and it takes a long time, but it gets easier after a while, and this is actually a really good brand. I like to use this for very detailed work and it works perfectly. It becomes soft but durable. If you're watching this, you'll probably work in a small scale like me, so you mostly work with small pinches of clay like this. And well, first start with clean hands because you will be manipulating your clay a lot and you don't want to get the dust and everything on it. And I like to condition the clay just between the tips of my fingers because that way I am using less surface and it catches less dust. Conditioning is the step that catches the most dust, I find, because you are touching it and rubbing it and playing it between your fingers. You know your clay is conditioned when it becomes somewhat elastic, like this. And when you fold it, it doesn't crack. You see, it doesn't crack. Some clay can actually be too old or not properly stirred to be conditioned easily, and you will know this from the first moment you take it out because it sort of crumbles like this. And you may bring it back by just conditioning it, which I will try to do, but sometimes the clay it's really just too hard and you will need to soften it. I will make a different video on that later. It's one of the videos I have planned for these 30 days of videos. But look, it's coming back. You can see these rush eggs mean that it's not conditioned yet, and when I fold it, it sort of cracks. So you want to keep conditioning it, keep moving it between your fingers, push it. If you're using a bigger piece of clay for a bigger project, go ahead and roll this between the palms of your hands. Just make sure your hands are clean, of course. And if you are working with even bigger scales, go ahead and use your rolling machine. It works well with big pieces, but this is good enough for me in this scale. And look, it's being conditioned. You can see how it no longer cracks, just a little bit, so I have to work on this a little bit. Some brands take just a few minutes and some others will take a really long time. It actually also changes from colors. I find that translucent colors take a lot less time to condition, while sometimes the metallics are a little bit harder, but that's not really a rule. So if your clay is very hard and difficult to condition and it's taking a toll on your fingers and your hands, what you can do is put it in a baggie, kind of like this, or maybe just only put the amount you think you're going to use. Put it in a baggie and don't really tell anyone, it's funny, but just put it in your pocket or under your sweater, anywhere near the warmth of your body, for maybe a couple of minutes or even an hour if you're conditioning a lot of clay. And the warmth of your body will soften the clay a little bit, which you can really save your hands when you have to condition a lot of it or it's very hard. So that's a really nice trick. So I hope this was useful for you. I hope you liked it. Let me know if you have any other questions or if you have any other tips that I didn't mention. It will help other people, I'm sure. Don't forget to subscribe. This is only the first video. I'm going to be uploading a lot more. I have some planned, but if you have any questions, ask me and I might even make the video for it. I will credit you, of course, and it will be very much appreciated. So this is Talty and I will see you later. Bye bye!